Well, corn is a tasty summer favorite, but it might be a little challenging to find some different uses for it.
This morning, CBS 2's Stephanie Tantillo shows us the perfect twist.
So something we see all the time across the board all year round in so many different dishes and so many different varieties is of course corn. But right now in this time of summer, it is at its peak sweetness. It's less starchy, more sugary, and I love it. So let's talk about selection and storage. When you're picking out your corn, you want to make sure this husk is a nice vibrant color and it should feel very tight around the corn. Now peel it back right here and make a little window. You see these kernels? They're absolutely stunning. This should be nice straight rows like this. They should look nice and plump, and this should be so bright. Now when you bring your corn home, store it in the refrigerator. You can even put a little bit of ice right here to keep it nice and cold. It's not going to hurt it. The colder the better. Now when it comes to enjoying corn though, the longer you keep it, it will start to lose that sweetness and it will become starchy. So enjoy it as soon as possible. It will not continue to ripen once it's picked. When you bring it home, I like to eat it pretty much right away. And remember, we do so many different things with corn. So what we're going to have right now is have it in a nice sweet summertime chilled soup. Gander in the Flatiron District is a new American restaurant that uses innovative styles of cooking with a comfortable surrounding. Hello everybody, welcome to the kitchen of Gander. I'm here with the executive chef. So what are we making today?
Today we're making sweet corn soup chilled with some crispy ricotta gnocchi and seared foie gras. So we take all the corn off the kernel and we sweat it in a little bit of milk.
Yeah.
Very simply, and then we puree it. And that's what we have right here, right?
Okay.
So it's cold, it's smooth, it's delicious. Just like that, you can eat it by itself, it's like dessert. So we make gnocchis. So this is a traditional cheese gnocchi, and it adds like a nice creaminess, a little crispiness, helps add texture to the soup. And we just fry them in a pan in olive oil. We take the actual kernel and we steep it in water, and you get this nice corn stock, and it helps thin it out.
So that must be very sweet, right?
Yeah, it's very sweet, and it's got all that natural starch. And it just really adds more corn flavor. So we'll take our foie gras, which we're going to roast really quick.
Okay.
Now the foie gras you can leave off. It just adds a nice,
That is an option to leave that off?
Totally optional.
What would you substitute instead?
I would substitute, you could do rock shrimp, you could do fresh crab, or you could just keep it vegetarian and do fresh tomatoes. Feel the heat there.
Yeah.
And it's going to get a nice crust. And once it gets a crust, we'll flip it for like another 25 seconds. But it's perfect because the foie gras is very rich. You get the crispiness of the gnocchi, a little bit of creaminess from the cheese, and that cold sweetness from the corn. And when you eat it all together, it's just this like explosion of flavor. We take some of this fresh corn and we just grill it a little bit, toss with a little bit of olive oil. It adds for a nice little,
which again, you could eat by
more
itself.
texture, exactly. And then corn and foie gras both love thyme.
Once tableside, the chilled corn puree is poured into the bowl, making it the perfect summertime special. And I'm going to go straight for that gnocchi. Thank you so much, Chef, for showing us how to make this beautiful chilled summer soup. For CBS 2 News, I'm Stephanie Tantillo. That is so sweet.
Yep.